I asked you guys, what's the difference between question number 1, this, and number 2, this? On the screen, though, it had the parentheses. Class, do you need the parentheses? No, you don't need the parentheses. And it just tells you to factor completely. So you would just use your X box. AX squared plus BX plus C. Class, what 2 letters go up there? A times C. And what is A times C? 1 times 6 is 6. Your B value? 5. What are the 2 numbers that multiply to be 6, but add to be 5? Does it matter which order I put this? 2 or 3 or 3 and 2? No. So our answer is going to be, how do you fill that in? X plus 2, X plus 3. Raise your hand if you got that. That's just what we did for the beginning of the year, right? We were just sitting there factoring. Okay. This side, what's the difference? What did you guys notice? There's a 0. Yes, very important. And in front of that 0 is a what? Equal sign. Do you see the difference? It tells you solve. Get a number for x, you can guess. And then, so when you do all that math, it equals 0. Well, guess what? You already did all the work. Okay? I want to show you this visually, hopefully. All the math you did right here goes right there. It's the same thing. X plus 2, X plus 3 equals 0. So you would actually do the same exact thing as you did on the factoring side, but here is the new part. This new part says something times something equals 0. They're saying that one of these behind the doors is equal to 0. This is called the zero product rule. It's just a fancy word of saying set each of those equal to 0. Everyone say, set it to 0. What do you do, class? Set it to 0. And then you just solve for x here. I'm going to subtract 2. And I get x equals negative 2. And I subtract 3, and x is equal to what, class? Negative 3. Some of you guys actually saw that on your factoring tests and packets. You guys remember that? Okay. Okay, so let me try to make this very visual. Okay. I asked you to do 2 problems. In both problems, you're actually going to do the blue part. You're going to factor. The only difference is on the solve side, you have to do what? Set it equal to 0. Notice the difference. It says solve. Solve means get x by itself. X equals negative 2, x equals negative 3. Factoring kind of just doesn't, we just change the format of it, right? I give you a potato, you don't like it, so what do? You bake it. You don't like it, so then you boil it, or you grill it, or you mash it. Does that make sense? You can do a lot of things to the potato. So it just changed the format of what it looks like. Basically what we've been learning is you basically went from standard form to factored form. That's all you did. You can get things of the graph, and these are actually the x-intercepts. Okay?